booth as soon as we're done. And we're going to get this started right now. And let's get this started. Hold on, I got to get this started like right there.
I'm sexy and I know it.
Random Ponsours, thank you for the host, you sexy beast. Alright, welcome to the Streamer Spotlight. My name is David. Welcome to my channel. This is my channel, Guardian Outpost. If you're the first time watching the stream every morning at this time, I like to do a Streamer Spotlight where I interview a growing streamer, a small streamer, introduce them to you, hopefully get them new viewers, get them new followers. You know, if this is the first time you're hearing about me, I'm the dude that runs the hashtag support smaller streams. You can follow me on Twitter, Guardian Outpost. Let me know when you're streaming. I love to visit your streams and give you guys, you know, support, tips, information, anything that will help your stream grow. I always encourage people to come by my streams, meet me, start a relationship with me, start a relationship with the people in my chat. A lot of people in my chat are streamers themselves, so it's a great way to network and meet people. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you very much. Be sure to come by my streams. I do it every morning. 6 a.m. Eastern time is when I start my streams. 9 a.m. Eastern time is when I do my Streamer Spotlight. And today my guest is the one and only Texas Leo. Texas Leo, man, how are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful, man. It's great to be here.
And it's great to have you here. Guys, be sure to click on Texas Leo's name when you see it pop up in the chat. And those that are watching on YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube or if you're watching on a replay, it's twitch.tv/TexasLeo. Easy as that. Make sure you give him a follow and check him out when he's streaming. So Texas, man, give us a little bit of your gaming history, man. I like to ask everybody about their gaming history. What's yours?
Well, I'm a little bit older than your average gamer. My first console was actually a Magnavox Odyssey.
Magnavox Odyssey. I've never heard of that. What is that?
You'll have to Google it. It had a little keyboard on the front of it, and it had the cartridges that went in. It had knockoff games. Like my favorite was Pickaxe Pete, which was like a Donkey Kong kind of knockoff.
Yeah.
And then from there, I went to PC. Well, not PC, but to Apple. I was an Apple II kind of person, and then 2C Plus, and
so
then
you've been for the most part a PC player your whole life. When did you come over to the console?
Until Nintendo came out. I went in the service back in '88, and I got my Nintendo, and I had the big controller with the turbo button. I had the power pad. I had all that.
Nice.
Still have it actually in the closet. Super Nintendo, N64. Then I found PlayStation and got my first PlayStation and played it all the time. And then I saw this ad that said, "Hey, you can get your PlayStation modified to play backup copies." So I'm like, "Cool, I'll do that." So I sent it off, got it modified, played backup copies. Of course, not pirate. But
nice.
Backups are my original, so I don't scratch them.
Yeah.
I got the original PS2. PS3 came out, and I'm like, "Man, I really want one of those, but I don't want to spend the money, but I do." And then I was talking to a guy at Best Buy. He goes, "Man, if you don't buy one now, you're gonna get stuck with one that's software backwards compatible." So I did. I bought I think it was a 60 gig or something. It was ridiculously small, and had that for a little while. Then put a 500 gig drive in it, and been PlayStation since. Switched PS4 back Christmas of last year.
So not an Xbox guy for now, I guess.
No, I've tried it. I mean, back in the service, like on exercises and things, we had long nights. People would bring them in, and I just. Not a big fan of the controller. I love a lot of the titles that are on there. There's some that I miss, but I've been a PlayStation guy since.
You say service. What branch?
I was in the Air Force for 22 years.
Oh, nice. Did you ever fly a plane or no?
Flew in tons of them. Never flew one.
Ah, never flew. So what, like, clear up some confusion for a lot of people. Air Force doesn't exactly mean you're always flying planes, right? Is there other jobs the Air Force does?
No. There's a small percentage that actually fly. Now, I had a special duty that required us to fly in C-130s. But other than that, there's a small percentage that actually fly. There's a smaller percentage that load crew and an actual flight crew, and then a majority of it's gonna be your support, your maintenance, your munitions, your operations, your logistics. There's tons of things. I mean, it's kind of like
So you guys are the nerds of the military?
Oh yeah. I mean, a lot of the other services refer to the Air Force as a chair force because we're in the back behind with the everything else. We're not the ones marching into the front except for the spec ops portion of it. But yeah, we're usually the ones that are back at the base, relaxing. Everyone's worried about where they're going to sleep, where they're going to get their food. We're worried if our cable's going to work in the hotels.
Well, listen, it's still an important job that you did, and that you did. And thank you for your service. Yeah, we got some people here saying Chair Force. Yeah, so Texas Leo. So in the service. So did you get to game a lot while you were in the Air Force?
Actually, yeah. I was stationed up in Minot, North Dakota, for 6.5 winters. That's how we measured it up there. And on weekends, worked 12-hour shifts, and people would actually bring like Nintendos. That's what we had at the time. We'd sit there and play Nintendo games on the TV. We actually had a TV with a Nintendo built into it.
Oh, nice.
I never saw one of those until I got up there. All we do is bring our controllers and our cartridges and blow in them, put them in there, and start the game.
Man, kids will never know the struggle about blowing into a cartridge, man. These kids these days with their games that download and everything that's instantly plays. Kids will never know the struggle of having to blow into a cartridge to get it to work, or get a little bit of alcohol on the Q-tip. You get a little alcohol on the Q-tip and get it in there and start it up, man. Kids will never know that struggle.
True.
So Texas Leo is our guest today on the Streamer Spotlight. So Texas, man, what got you into streaming, man? What got you into this crazy thing?
Well, the funny thing, I started as a Destiny PS3 stream or a player year one, and I got my PS4 around Christmas time, and I used to play PvP, and I was horrible at it.
Yeah.
And the reason was I would go in by myself, or me and one buddy, and try to get our bounties and stuff done, and we'd always get murdered. And people, you could obviously see people lag switching, going, green to red, staggered jumping across. And I'm like, why do people not see this? And I'm like, I'm going to show what's going on. So I said, I'm going to stream. So I did. I started streaming. I'm like, and I would comment, look at this guy. He's clear across the map. Bam. Now he's behind me, backstabbing me. How did that happen? And then nothing really happened. I mean, I used to stream a little bit, an hour here, 2 hours there. And then about January time frame, I said, I'm going to start doing this more. And
you just caught the bug, man.
I did. From like January 29th, I was at 75 people. February 3rd, 100, and then February 6th, 125, and it jumped up from there and there and there. And then
you mean you would have 125 people in your channel, or are you talking about followers?
No. Total followers.
Oh, okay.
I would have. There were some nights where it would just be me and the bots. I would sit there. And
sometimes those are the best streams to just practice,
I'd sit there and I'd talk to him. I'd be, hey, Revelo, what's going on, man? Thanks for the chips, appreciate that. Oh man, you ripped me off in poker. What's going on with that? And it to me it didn't matter because on the front of my page it says PS4 tryhard.
Yeah.
Who found out that games are cheaper than therapy?
They are.
And they are.
They are. I needed to relax this weekend, and when I came back from Tampa. I was like so tired and stressed about things that I started playing some Division. Man, let me tell you, I just was chilling and relaxing, man. It was so great.
Yeah, it's still. I mean, I'm nowhere near big leagues. I mean, I got like 230 people that follow me, but I appreciate every single one of them.
You got it. Make sure. Let's get some more for him, guys. Texas Leo is our host today. Our guest today. He's not our host. He's our guest. Texas Leo is our guest today.
So, Guardian, how do you feel about this?
Well, if you want to do an interview with me, we'll reverse it here. So yeah, Texas
that's
Leo.
Okay, I'll leave that to your fire team, buddy, that one time.
Texas Leo is our guest today on the Streamer Spotlight. PS4 player, does a lot of Destiny. What got you into Destiny, man? How'd you find out about this game?
Actually, the commercial with Led Zeppelin. I'm like,
I got you.
Yeah,
the live action one. The live action one where they go, let's hear something classic.
And we're sitting there, and my wife says, "You need that game." I said, "Yes, I do. I need that game."
I love your wife already.
And I went and got it. And I had a PS3, and I played it, and then I'm running all these people on PS4, and they're like, "Man, you don't?" I said, "No, I don't." And I did. I got myself in Christmas of last year. I got it, and since then everything's been going. Moved over and found tons of friends. So
nice, man. That's friggin' good to hear. Yeah, so from the commercial, that's a new one. I didn't hear many people say, "Oh, from the commercial." I know exactly what commercial you're talking about. They're like, "Oh, let's hear something classic," and they start going from the moon and the Mars and all that stuff, and they start going to moon and Mars, and it's really cool. So that's awesome, man. Now, an interesting thing about Texas Leo, guys. If you guys don't know about Texas Leo, you are actually a moderator in 55's chat. Tell us how you
am.
Tell us how you got that going.
That is actually an interesting story. It goes a little further back than that. When I first started on the Twitch, well, not even on Twitch, I had a buddy of mine that was helping me work on the house, and he goes, "Hey, you need to check out Twitch and watch people, and see what they do, because there's these awesome people that stream and this and that." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." So I'd watch it on the PlayStation, and the first person I watched, I still watch. Is it okay if I give names or?
Oh yeah, go ahead, man.
Okay, the first person I started watching was a guy named FratmanZ28, and he still does carries, still does raid carries and things. And he was, at the time, he was doing Crota. He would take people through Crota all the time. I'm like, man, I'd love to do a raid, but I don't have enough people. So I went in, I talked to him. He's like, yeah, man, jump in. I'm like, holy crap, I'm jumping in. What are you talking about? So after that, I went on, and a buddy of mine said, hey, the next person you need to check out is
Oh,
okay.
the next person you check out is who?
Dr. Dave.
Okay, go ahead.
Dr. Dave.
Go ahead.
So I did, and his specialty at the time was Vault of Glass. He goes, hey, we'll get you Fatebringers. I ran 4 times with him, got 3 Fatebringers.
Oh my god.
So
I got one my whole life.
I've still got one in my vault, and I will never delete it. But I got on, and Frat wasn't on, Dave wasn't on, and I'm looking through the directory. I'm like, who can I follow? This is like early May last year.
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing jumped out at me. I'm like, what the heck? And then all you have is a little bit of thumbnails. I'm like, what is that pink thing? So I clicked on it, and I'm like, oh, it's a girl.
She's 55.
She's playing games. So yeah, that's how I first met Liz, and I went into her chat and started interacting, because I'm not the kind of, well, at first I'll lurk a little bit, and then when I start interacting, I pretty much can't help myself. I'm very sarcastic in life.
You're unstoppable.
And in the game, so probably about 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, I'd met quite a few people there. I was really comfortable there, and all of her mods were in there, and they're like, mod wall, and I'm like, combo breaker. And then they started doing it again, and I went, combo breaker, and I had a sword. I'm like, whoa, what is this? So I left the channel. I'm freaking out. I'm like, what the heck is this all about? So I sent her a message, sent a few mods a message. I'm like, why did you do this to me? What does this mean? And then I went back in a day later or so, and they're like, no, you seem to be a real chill person. You seem to have a head on your shoulders. We wanted you to help mod, if you don't mind.
Nice.
And she had at the time probably about 1,500 to 2,000 people. And I mean, obviously things have changed since there. I think she's at like 46,000 now, or 45,000.
Yeah, she's blown up since. She blew up right after
yeah.
DestinyCon, so another good reason to go to
She
DestinyCon,
did.
guys.
TwitchCon, DestinyCon, and it's really weird, because to know both sides of her, to know the personal side, because I mean, we talk from time to time, and then to see the persona, it's the same person.
Yeah.
And it's the same. There are a lot of people feel like they have to have this over the top. I've got to be this person here, but then if I'm not feeling it, I can't be that person. So from day one, I decided when I do this, I'm gonna be me. If you don't like me, there's other channels you can go to, but I'm not going to put on a show. I mean, I'll interact, and
You got to be you, because eventually the mask falls off, man. The mask eventually falls off. You got to be you. That's why I wasn't surprised when I met Goth, and Goth turned out to be the same guy that he is. I met K-Magic 101.
Yeah.
He's the same guy as he is on stream. People meet me, I'm like, I'm the same guy I am on stream. I'm not any different on stream, or I'm not any different on stream or off stream. Well, maybe the only thing about me off stream is maybe I'll talk a little quieter, because I'm trying to save my voice, because my throat is always hurting. So that'll probably be the only difference that you'll see when you meet me. It's like, well, you're not as loud, Guardian, as you are. I'm like, yes, I'm not as loud off stream. Well, that's not true. My wife just came in. Well, when I get excited, I could get pretty loud.
Yeah.
No coffee?
Well,
Okay, great.
It's passion. I mean, that's one thing. I mean, if you're passionate about what you do, I mean, it shows.
Yeah.
There's been times where I've set everything up, and because I've got a pretty cool setup in a spare bedroom, and I made some light towers out of PVC, my green screen frames PVC, nothing fancy, but
Nice.
it works. And I've set everything up, and I've gone to start the camera, and I'm like, you know what? I just don't feel it today. I don't.
Exactly.
And I don't stream, or I'll just get on and I'll play, and I'll interact with people, and it's crazy, because there's people that'll come into the chat once or twice, and then I'll be online, and they'll send me a message, hey, you want to play? I'm like, sure.
Nice.
Let's go do whatever.
So Texas Leo is our guest today. Big Chocolate, what's up, Big Chocolate? Hang out for a minute, Big Chocolate. I'll say what's up. If you guys are watching on YouTube, it's twitch.tv/Texas Leo. On Twitter, it's also Texas Leo. Texas Leo, easy to spell. No differences in the spelling. twitch.tv/TexasLeo if you want to follow him on Twitch, and on Twitter if you want to check him out. Texas, man, when people come to your channel, what can they expect?
They can expect to see a short, bald, bearded guy that is decent at video games and tries. And I mean, I'm not guarded. You'll see my emotions.
Yeah.
I don't rage. I don't cuss on stream.
Good.
I don't feel it's necessary. I mean, I'm not trying to make it, you know, PG, and I've got a disclaimer on my page. Hey, I personally don't cuss. I can't vouch for my fire team. You
Yeah.
know?
Same here. I don't cuss as much. I mean, obviously I got swear jars up the wazoo, but
Yeah.
I try not to.
So, I mean, one thing that people to do, I want them to have a nice, relaxed place, and so far the feedback I've got has been that. And I mean, I'm evolving as I go, because at first I'm like, I've got to have all the bots.
Yeah.
And I had a bot that would, you know, hey, this person joined, hey, this person followed, hey, this person this.
Always turn that bot off. That bot's the worst.
And yeah, I put a straw poll in my chat, and immediately it's like, no, I don't want this, I don't want this. And ever since I got rid of that, I've had more people come in and lurk, and I'll make an announcement. Hey, lurkers, I appreciate that you're here. I don't call you out. I won't interact with you until you interact with me. If you want to just chill. And I've seen other other streamers come in and just hang out for a bit and then leave. And to me, so far, that is the craziest thing. And to have other streamers come in, because to me, I related it last night because Liz came in, a few others.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like the movie's coming to see you. It's so abnormal. It's like, wait a minute, I go see you in your channel. What are you doing here? Why are you?
Well, they want to give you support. They want to give you support. Yeah, man.
And at first, I'm like, oh, let me shout them out a million times. And then a mutual friend of ours and the matriarch of the stream family said, hey, you know, sometimes we just want to, you know, chill and hang out. And, you know, it's okay. It's your channel. It's about you. You don't have to shout us out all the time. So, and, you know, normally I'll do one if I see them there, or, you know, if they interact, I'll shout them out and go from there.
Yeah, I always say if a big partnered streamer comes to your channel, just let them be. They're just another person wanting to come hang in your channel, and I always say just let them be and let them hang out, and don't call them out if they don't want to be called out, or, you know, let them just kind of hang there. So that's really cool, man. I'm really happy for you, Texas, man. And I'm glad that you found me. I don't know how you found me, but I'm glad that you did find me, and I'm glad that you come and hang out every single morning. I'm super happy to have you here every morning. What are your plans for streaming, man? What do you hope to accomplish?
My plans are to keep enjoying it. I'd never planned to make a living off of this. I recently had a job change to where I'm unemployed by choice. As you know, being a veteran, I have several things that are not right with me. Mm-hmm. So there were some limitations I had, and working in a big box retailer, you know, standing on the concrete all day is not very conducive to bad knees and a bad back. Yeah. But so I've got some time, I've got some things lined up down the road, but it's gonna be a few months. My plans are just, like I said, keep going. If I'm, you know, one person, 500, 1,000, whatever. You know, there's a guy that streams that I follow, Grandpa Plays. He is actually a partner streamer's father, and he just plays what he wants and enjoys it and has a good time. And that's what I see myself doing. I see myself letting the beard go because I'm no longer working. Eventually, hopefully by Destiny Comic-Con, it'll be like ZZ Top-ish. We'll see.
Nice. I cannot wait. I was about, you know, you must have been in my head because I was just thinking about that. I was gonna ask you what ZZ Top. And you freaking said it. Unbelievable. We were on the same wavelength.
For 22 years, I had to shave almost every day. And as you'll see a lot of people that retire or separate, as soon as the first thing they do is grow a goatee or a beard.
Oh, yeah.
And I did. I grew a beard. And it's funny about the beard. When I was about 75, maybe 80 people, I was sitting there, and one of my mods, one of my dear friends, asked me, hey, what are you going to do would you ever dye your beard? I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. And she goes, when? I said, if it hit 200 people.
Oh boy.
And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, that'll never happen. Well, it happened on March 3rd, and I had my purple beard stream where the whole thing was sprayed purple, and it was awful. It was a mess, but I said I would do it, and I did it because that's the kind of person.
Man of your word, that is awesome, man. Well, I'll be sure to go back into that stream. Hopefully, it's still up on your VODs, and I could watch it. Purple beard stream.
It should be. It's up on Twitter. I've learned Twitter, the value of it early on. I've got a few thousand people that I follow and follow
yeah.
me, and every chance I get, and that's kind of how I got, I think, brought into the family. I like supporting people and what they do. I mean, if I enjoy what you do, I'll support you. I'll shout you out. I'll do everything I can for you. And I did that. I did that for a lot of people with the intention of shouting them out. And Jacob one day came into my chat and he's like, "Man, you really need to be in the family." I'm like, I'm like the neighbor down the street that comes to the functions or you can't get to leave. He goes, "No," he goes, "We want you in." And that next day, Spazzy came to me and said, "Hey, we want you to be in the family. We would like to be in them." And I was floored. I'm like, I was like that little toy in Toy Story. I have been chosen. It's
The
like,
Claw. Are you calling Spazzy the Claw? It's okay.
Well,
I've called her worse.
She did touch the butt, so yeah, she's the Claw, I guess.
Nice.
But
well, welcome to the family. Yeah, I know that you were a part of the family. Welcome to the family. Congratulations on being a part of the family. Hopefully one day you could join us on a Family Friday. Hopefully one day you can join us. They like to do Family Fridays on Xbox. I'm gonna have to talk to Spazzy and be like, "Listen,
I know. I still watched it.
I'm telling you,
check it out.
I gotta tell Spazzy, listen, there's so many of the family on PlayStation 4. Let's jump on PlayStation 4 and do a Family Friday on PlayStation 4. That would be awesome." So Texas, bro, thank you so much for joining me. Continued success. What's your next goal? What's your next goal? You gonna do anything else with the beard at your next goal?
I don't know. I mean, I've got 250 as my next milestone. I probably, we'll have to talk. I'll have to talk to my mods and see what they can figure out for me and see, what my little community wants and see what I can give them. But one thing, if I could,
we want you to wear a clown wig.
Oh, that's no problem. I don't have one, but
a rainbow clown wig.
I've got a couple. I've got a mullet wig, and I've got some others, but
or one of those red wigs, or you know what, or one of those red crazy wigs, like maybe a Napoleon Dynamite wig.
I think actually Lux has that trademarked. I'm not sure.
Lux might have wigs trademarked. He does. Somebody's saying green beard. Let's get him to 250 right now. Rainbow wig.
They've asked me that. They're like, green beard. And I'm like, well, how will that show up on stream? It looked like I've got the mange or something.
Oh, that'd be great. A green beard. So like you have nothing on your face. It's got like your whole face.
Oh yeah, I just have a giant gap. Like I was missing a jaw.
A giant gap. All people can see are just your lips and. Well, guys, let's get him right now. Let's get him to 250 right now, and let's have him already start thinking about what he would get him. Texas Leo is the man today. That is our streamer spotlight today, and it looks like we've lost a whole bunch of people from our raid, so it's fine. Again, if you guys are watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to his link will be in the description. Texas Leo on Twitter, on Twitch, and if you guys are watching on YouTube and would like to be a part of the streamer spotlight. Link for that will also be in the description if you ever want to be part of the streamer spotlight. And those that are watching right now, click on his name, click on his heart, and make sure you get him going. Leo, thanks so much for joining me today, man. Continued success, and thank you so much for coming by every morning, man. You come by every morning, you hang out, and I really, really appreciate it. Everybody that you hang out with really appreciates it, and I'll be sure to visit you as much as I can, man. I try to visit as many people as possible.
Oh, I understand, yeah.
And you seem to stream. You seem to stream when I'm like getting ready to like go to bed, but I'll definitely
usually about 3 or 4 hours at night. So
yeah, so check him out. Check out Texas Leo. Texas, thank you so much, man. I love the state of Texas. What part of Texas, by the way?
I'm actually in Abilene, Texas.
Abilene, Texas. I say I love the state of Texas because I've been in San Antonio for 3 days. But Texas is great. Oh yeah, we cannot go without the question. Texas Leo, boobs or butts? Boobs or butts?
I think I'm losing you. I think I might be going through a tunnel here. Yeah.
He doesn't want to. He said tunnel, so he's a vagina man.
Oh wow. Yeah.
You said tunnel. You said.
I said I think I'm losing you. I might be going through a tunnel here. That's actually the one question I was worried about through this whole interview. But
all right, he doesn't want to answer boobs or butts, guys. He is a man. He is a man that is. He is a decent man. He is a man of principles. Thank you, Texas. We'll let you slide on this one, man.
No worries. Thank you, and thanks to Evil Aura for all he does as far as coordinating this and getting everything done. He's a really, really good, awesome guy.
He is an awesome guy, and he's abusing his mod powers right now on the stream. So all right,
Of course.
all right. That's the best way. Once you get the confidence of the Strimo, you can go ahead and do that as a mod. All right, Leo, man, have a great day. Tell Swifty I say hello, and hopefully I can't wait to meet you at I can't wait to meet you at Destiny ComCon, man. All right, have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
There goes Texas Leo. Awesome. And that is the end. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you very much. Follow Texas Leo on Twitch and Twitter. Have a great day.